5:30 Monday night. We're about a week away from the first day back to school for many students. Hard to believe we're coming up on back to school season so quickly already. Feels like we just had the 4th of July. But tonight, schools and parents are already feeling the impact of what are sweeping cuts to Indiana's preschool voucher program.
So last month, Indiana's Family Social Services Administration announced it was reducing the number of Hoosier kids on the state's On My Way pre-K program by more than half. Emily Longnecker talked to a preschool director about how her preschool is already feeling the pinch.
Brightly decorated walls surround these kids at Little Duckling Early Learning Center on the Indy's Far East Side. Amidst the sounds of little ones laughing and learning, there's no hint of the increasing pressure felt in the front office. Empty classrooms are part of the reason why.
It's getting grim. It's definitely getting a little grim for everyone.
Jacqueline Strong, the center's director, says enrollment numbers have declined since the state cut the number of students in On My Way pre-K, the state's program to help lower-income families pay for preschool. During the 2024-25 school year, the number of students on the program was over 6,000. In June, the Family Social Services Administration announced it was reducing that number to 2,500.
There are two-parent working-class families that need the program and can't get on the program.
Without help from the state to pay for preschool, parents aren't sending their kids, so enrollment numbers at preschools like Little Duckling are down.
I know some programs that have had to close their doors because, they just can't afford to operate without students.
But declining enrollment isn't the only obstacle Strong says preschools are facing. In June, she learned the state would be reimbursing preschools less money for each student in the On My Way pre-K program, where schools used to get around $300 per week per student. Strong says that amount has gone down by half, which means centers like Little Duckling have to make up that money somehow.
There's really not a whole lot you can go without if you're running a high-quality program.
Last month, when FSSA announced the cuts, the agency said they were necessary to keep the program sustainable for the long haul, saying in a statement, quote, "The prior administration substantially grew the program using a temporary increase in federal funding with no plan to sustain those levels long term." For Jacqueline Strong, the bigger picture and impact goes beyond the walls of this preschool and the families it serves. When parents can't afford to send their kids to preschool, she says some have quit jobs.
I have lots of families that have literally just stopped working.
Which means fewer employees for local businesses.
Across the state, everyone is suffering from a shortage in employees right now, and a lot of it has to do, a big portion of that is childcare.
On the Far East Side, Emily Longnecker, 13 News.